Hello, friends. I'm Megan Baxter, social media strategist, digital marketing specialist, and we are here. Today, we're going to be talking about understanding the 80/20 rule in social media. This is, well, literally what it sounds like. However, even though I'm very confident that by the time you get to the end of this video, you're going to walk away with, like, duh, that's so simple. It is something that is regularly overlooked. You likely have heard someone or another or seen a reference to the 80/20 rule. But very few people, because it's become so commonplace of a principle in social media, very few people still take the time to break it down and explain it, which is exactly why I'm going to take the time to break it down and explain it so that even if this is your first day on the internet, you made your first social media page yesterday, hopped over here, searched what do I need to know, and I happen to pop up in your feed. Well, fantastic. I'm happy that you're here. The 80/20 rule is precisely that. 80% of your content should not be selling, 20% of your content should be selling. And it sounds rather reasonable, sounds kind of logical. We don't want to be all sales all the time because then we get those terrible nicknames like Spammy Pammy and Scary Mary. And we don't want to be that girl in the internet. No one likes that girl. We've all got that girl in our feed. Every post she puts up, it's her and her product. Her product's the best thing, and buy my thing, buy my thing. And soon, this girl that you absolutely loved playing hopscotch with in the third grade, who's been on your friends list for 15 years, you can't even stand to see her face anymore, right? We've all been there. So we must be able to logically say to ourselves, then don't go there because we don't want to be the spammy Pammy or the scary Mary inside our feed, right? But what a lot of people don't do is actually sit down and think about what does 80/20 really break out to be? Well, 80/20 breaks out to be 1 in 5. And for some reason, we keep calling it the 80/20 principle or the 80/20 social media rule, but we never actually say 1 in 5, which I have found with my students, my clients, my teams that I've built all these years of helping people understand how to work in the various platforms. I have found that when I tell people 1 in 5 posts are for sales, they have no problem shifting the way they're batching and creating their content to accommodate that. It's not a burden, it's not a hindrance, it doesn't slow them down. It's really simple. 1 in 5. But when we flip that around and we call it the 80/20%, or we tell people 20% of your content can be sales, don't do more than 20% of your content as sales content. People, I don't know if it's a confusion or we just don't stop and slow down long enough to think about it. I'm genuinely not sure how we go sideways on this, but 80/20, that'd be 20% of 100. That's 1 in 5. And now that you know 1 in 5, and I promised at the start of this video, you were going to walk away going, duh, that's so easy. I can do that, right? It's not complicated. It's not this big complex marketing principle. It's not an advertising fundamental. It is literally 1 in every 5 posts. So, what does that mean? I want to make a sales post tomorrow. My company has a sale going on. Okay, great. Then you need 4 posts before that post. Or yesterday, I didn't post any sales content. I posted 3 times. Great. In 2 more posts, you can post sales content. 1 in 5. Super easy. Not intimidating, not scary, not hard. There's plenty of other things that you can use for 4 posts before you put in your sales content. Tell people good morning. Share a behind the scenes. Give a tip. Share something inspirational. Then make your sales post. Boom. We just created you a super simple content strategy. Now, is there more that you could do to evolve your content strategy and see some better results, some higher conversions, all of those things? Of course, of course. It doesn't have, it can, but it can be that simple. And if you're just starting out, if your page is new, if you've only got a couple hundred followers or less, that's all you need to be thinking about doing. Show a little bit about what you do. Tell people good morning every day. Inspire them once a day. Make it part of your brand. I'm an inspirational person. I'm a motivating person. I inspire people every single day. That's super easy content, right? Get out there with the mindset that you're going to lift people up. And then what happens in that 80% is you build your connections. You have people see you and what you stand for, what your values are. Grow to love the integrity that you stand on. Then, when they do see your sales post, they're that much more likely to support you. In addition to that, there are a couple of platforms that only allow outside linking 1 in 5 posts. I break that down in another video, so I'm not going to dive into it here right now. But if you do want to know, let me know and I can direct you to the right video inside that. But how convenient it is that there are platforms structured to not suppress your links if it's 1 in 5 posts. And the 80/20 rule also applies to 1 in 5 posts. It's almost like these people building the algorithms knew what they were doing and had a little bit of an understanding of how sales in the online spaces work, right? It's kind of a beautiful thing. I think it is. So I hope that I made content posting and creation for your business a little bit less intimidating and a little bit less overwhelming for you right now. If you've been posting too many sales posts, that's okay. You don't know what you don't know. Just stop it. Make it 1 in 5. You'll actually see better insights in your page. That's going to make a big difference for you. You're also probably going to see an audience that's a little less burnt out on seeing and hearing from you. If you're pushing too hard, you become pushy. There's a big difference between being pushy and being a business that's open for business and has product or products to offer, right? So now that you know better, do better. If you found this video helpful, if you learned anything from it, let me know down below. Make sure you subscribe so you can continue to see the whole series. Leave me a comment, let me know, and make sure that you like it. I'll see you in the next one.